He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
You are going to be sick of that poem by the time Christmas comes.
I know, but it's the one they keep choosing. It's one of my favorites, too.
Hey, Emily. Did you start reading without me?
I was trying, Miss Jamison.
Good for you. Is that Emily's Skyworld adventure? You know this story.
It's my favorite. You read it to us a while ago.
Well, a little pixie dust certainly does stir the imagination. Okay, let's get started.
First, I have something for you.
Oh, wow. What's this?
It's kind of a Christmas and a thank you gift. I'm really happy that you're tutoring me. Go ahead, open it.
Okay. Oh, wow. She's so beautiful. To soar above the clouds, one must have faith.
It's my favorite quote from Emily's Skyworld's Adventures.
Well, I think she's beautiful. I'm going to put her on the very top of my tree. All right, let's get reading.
There's no such thing as a child who can fly. Or is there? Emily asked her mom every minute of every day of every week, "But why can't I fly? Perhaps if you try, you may learn to fly." So off Emily went every minute of every day of every week. She would run and jump and flap her arms.
It was great. Oh, hey, Mac.
Hey.
How are you?
All right. How are you?
Great. Oh, would you mind changing a couple burnt out bulbs in my office?
Oh, yeah, sure. I just gotta do some photocopying first.
Is that your resume?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a new job?
Have you checked your email?
No. What is going on?
I take it you read the memo.
But this building has been a library for half a century. The foundation can't just suddenly shut it down.
They can and they will. Believe me, I've been burning up the phones for months trying to stop them.
Wait, you've known about this for months?
Sit. I haven't told any of the staff yet because so far it's only been rumors, and I didn't want to upset people unnecessarily. This is a public library in a private building. The Shaughnessy Foundation gave the city a 50-year, $1-a-year lease, which expired last month. They've decided not to renew it, but to instead redevelop this property as part of a new condominium and apartment complex.
So, what about a library for the neighborhood?
Well, I doubt that's a priority for them.
But it's not right.
No, but it's legal.
This is more than just a library. It's a watering hole for the community. Do you know what happens in Africa when a watering hole dries up? Everything dies.
I've been head librarian for 10 years, and I've dealt with the city on hundreds of issues. I know how to get things done, but I need a few good cards to play, and we've got nothing. The thing is, they've got all the legal advantages on their side. The Shaughnessy Foundation is exercising a right that is very clearly theirs.
We could do a fundraiser.
Cheri.
The community would support us. People love this building. I grew up here. This building, it's a landmark in the neighborhood.
It doesn't matter. The foundation doesn't need community approval. They can do whatever they want.
There has to be a way that we can change their minds.
Well, their plans are pretty far along already.
Rosaline Shaughnessy. She took over the foundation when her husband died. Her grandson lives in my building.
Do you know him?
Prince Tony. He's got the penthouse. I live in a rent-controlled cubbyhole on the 3rd floor. We might as well live on separate planets. But we do occasionally run into each other in the lobby. In fact, this morning we even nodded at each other.
I'm Cheri Jamison from 3A. We've seen each other in the lobby before.
Right. Yeah. Hi. I'm Tony Shaughnessy.
I know. I was just wondering if I could speak with you for a moment.
Sure. I kind of have my hands full here. Do you mind coming up? Don't worry. I'm harmless.
Of course. Yes, great. I can't believe all this exists just a few stories above my head.
Come on, I'm sure your apartment's just as nice.
Yeah, Architectural Digest has just been nagging me for that interview. Did you decorate it yourself?
What, are you kidding me? No. I leave that to the professionals. A woman named Cordelia does my decorating.
Cordelia, no last name, Cordelia?
Yeah.
I see her name in magazines all the time. She's a really big deal. She does all the movie star homes, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, she did a really nice job.
Do you want something? Some tea or coffee or...
Just a water would be great.
Water. Okay.
It's funny that we never really met before, you know, since we live in the same building.
Well, it's New York for you.
Not this neighborhood. I've always felt a real sense of community here. Ever since I was a kid. But you know that. I mean, you grew up here, too.
Well, not really. I spent most of the year at boarding school. My grandfather kind of insisted on it.
Yeah, but you're Tony Shaughnessy. Your grandfather's name is on every other building. You're a part of the first family of this community.
Yeah?
It's an honor.
I guess it is.
Your grandfather created something wonderful.
That's actually why I'm here. I'm the children's librarian at the Shaughnessy Library. I came to talk to you about what a humongous mistake it is for them to tear it down. And I thought maybe I could talk to you and you could speak with your grandmother and get her to reconsider extending the lease.
Silly me. I thought I was just being hit on by a very pretty girl, but you're just trying to save your job.
No, yes. I mean, no, it's not just the job.
You don't need to worry. You're not going to lose your job. The city is going to reassign everybody to other libraries. Your job is secure. We went to great lengths to ensure that.
We?
Oh, I work for Charles Harris.
Charles Harris.
Yeah.
Heartless developer Charles Harris.
He's really not that bad.
This neighborhood, it needs a library.
Sure. And that's a matter for the city.
Which is dependent on what the foundation decides.
The foundation has already decided.
No, you're missing the point.
The point is that libraries are a municipal matter. And I'm sure they're going to do right by this neighborhood. After they get all the improvements that my development's going to bring, I mean, we're going to raise property values. Hey, don't thank me now. But this condo of yours here, it's going to be worth double, triple what it is now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even want to live here anymore.
Oh, come on. See, now you're just being sentimental.
I grew up in that building.
You did?
Yeah. My father wrote his doctoral thesis there. And he used to take me with him. It was amazing. Every day we'd walk through those doors together into this magical land filled with everything in the whole world. It's where I learned to love books and reading. It's the greatest gift my father gave me. And I think that every child in this neighborhood should experience that feeling.
Kids these days, they get everything online.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You can read Dickens on an e-book. You get the words, but you're missing the music.
Cheri, life is about change. You can't stop it. Charles Dickens would agree with me.
Charles Dickens would never tear down a library.
Look, I gotta tell you, there's nothing that you can do to stop this. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't know me very well. I'm not letting this go.
Hold on a second. Your job is secure, but I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize that.
If there's no Shaughnessy library, then I don't have a job. I've got to try to save this. I'm gonna prove to you how wrong you are.
Trust me, I've thought about this, and this is a very good idea. Hold on a second. We don't start bulldozing until the New Year. At least you have Christmas.
How very generous of you, Ebenezer Scrooge. You know, maybe when you've finished counting all of your gold coins, you can come down to the library on Christmas Eve. That's when we distribute all of the toys that have been donated. The fire department even brings Santa Claus. You can see firsthand how important we are to this community and witness the joy on the children's faces. And then crush all of their dreams when you announce your great plan to demolish their sanctuary of imagination, knowledge, and art for a condo. Good night. He thinks the library is just this archaic old building filled with recyclable papers, and I bet he doesn't even recycle.
The problem is he never really spent a lot of time here, or in the neighborhood for that matter.
Yeah, private school. The point is, he doesn't know what this building means to an entire generation of people. I mean, everything I know about art and literature and music, I learned here. I would be a completely different person if it weren't for this building.
Yet he does have a point. E-books are taking over, and most kids these days haven't even heard of an encyclopedia, much less opened one. And with Google, why should they?
Okay, the internet can add to the mix, but you're never going to be able to replace physical books. I mean, you need to be able to see and touch and hold and even smell a book to get the whole reading experience.
Too bad you can't convince Tony Shaughnessy of that.
I know.
I still can't believe his grandmother would let him tear it down. She used to love this place.
I wonder if she still does.
Well, of course I'll miss it. You know, not just the apartment, but the whole neighborhood.
And you're just gonna give it up for a warmer climate?
I didn't come to this easily, but, you know, I wake up every day and I look for the sun dancing on the ceiling. The neighbor's cat on the windowsill and that smiling face in the kitchen. And Christmases in Galway, you know, when I was a young girl. And they've all gone. Everything just gets lost to time. And anyway, The future belongs to the next generation.
But you and your husband created this neighborhood. I mean, you have a legacy. There's not many people who can say that.
You know, it was my idea to convert the mansion into the library. My husband was convinced it was his idea, but it really wasn't.
I knew it took a woman to think of that.
Turned out pretty well, didn't it?
Certainly did.
Yeah, I know. It's just a wonderful place. It's just so full of promise and potential.
Yeah.
Cheri, I'd do anything to save it, if I could.
But you're the head of the Shaughnessy Foundation. The final decision is yours.
And I've decided. Tony's been working on this project for years, and I'm not going to take it away from him. I'm sorry, Lam, but family is more important on this one.
Great. Dude, awesome.
Hey, Cheri. Come down to check on us.
Well, I heard we had quite a bunch of talented artists down here. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, of course not. We're happy to show up.
Julia, how are things at the gallery?
Busy. I feel like I live there, but I had to sneak away for these guys. I just got my first real Christmas tree, and as I was decorating it, I thought how a Christmas tree is a representation not just of the holiday, but of our lives. You know, each one tells a story of who we are. Are you okay?
I think I just had an aha moment.
Hi. Hello. Thank you, everyone, for turning out for the annual Shaughnessy Library Toy Drive. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cheri Jamison. I'm the children's librarian here. Actually, looking around, most of you look familiar, which means you're regulars. So, this year, we are going to shake things up a little bit. We're going to have a contest, a Christmas tree decorating contest. And we want everyone to decorate their tree based on the theme, what the Shaughnessy Library means to me. Which means you could pick anything, a literary theme, or you could choose to decorate a tree which represents something that you've learned here, maybe a skill or a craft or even a language. It's totally up to you. We will assign you a tree, and then on Christmas Eve, along with the toy drive, we will light up all of the trees, and then the night will end at 7 o'clock with the judging. Okay, are there any questions?
How many trees will there be?
12, and they'll be displayed in the banquet room.
I just heard a rumor that they're gonna tear down the library.
Huh? Well, that's why this contest is so great. It'll be an opportunity for us to show the community how important the library is to all of us.
The rumors are true. There hasn't been an official announcement yet, but the Shaughnessy Library is, as of now, scheduled to be shut down and razed. We're hoping for a miracle. At least if we go in a blaze of glory.
That's right. And there will be prizes for all of the winners. Bet and I will also be decorating trees, but don't worry, the staff is not a part of the official competition.
Do you think this will really work?
I don't know. But that's why this is so important. We all love the library. We can't just stand by and watch it be destroyed. Okay, so, this is the sign-up sheet. If you could just put your name and contact information and the theme of your tree if you know it, and if not, you can email me with it later. Is there anything else?
Well, who's gonna judge?
To be determined.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
What are you doing here?
Is it not a public meeting?
Yes, but for people with hearts, not fungi with black souls.
That's cute. Nice move, by the way. Going to my grandmother. I like that. You really won't leave this alone, will you?
Nope.
Okay. I tell you what. I'm going to do a tree. Because I love competition. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to beat you, so...
Oh, not a chance.
Not a chance, she says.
Nope.
Okay. You're on.
You're on.
sign-up sheet is,
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I remember you from the computer lab, right?
I loaned you a pen. I'm Artie.
Deirdre.
I know. You're the artist.
Did I tell you that?
I just know.
I signed up to do a tree, but I have no idea what to do.
I've got some great ideas for an electronic display, but I'm not really the creative professional.
Well, I'm more of an amateur myself. I work at a gallery in the village.
Well, maybe we could work together. I studied here, so technology is going to be my theme.
A collaboration. I'd love to. I mean, when do you think we can get to work?
Really? Okay, I don't know. Tomorrow afternoon, I've got the equipment in my apartment.
Okay, great. Your place. Around 4 o'clock?
Perfect. Perfect. I'm right around the corner.
Okay. See you at 4.
See you then.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Wow. Twice in one day. I didn't think anybody ran into each other in New York. What? Wait, you're not still mad at me for entering into the contest?
No. Yes. No. You know what? I am mad at you for mocking my contest by signing up for a tree, but I am furious with you for tearing down our library.
Wow. Dramatic.
It is low to taint Christmas with your malicious lies. What were you planning on, putting a little devil at the top of your Christmas tree?
Did you not mastermind this entire thing to have my grandmother see all the pretty trees and get all teary and sentimental and then cancel her permission for redevelopment?
I'm just trying to bring a little perspective to how important this building is.
You don't have to tell me about how important this building is. I know how important this building is. This building is my grandfather's crowning achievement.
Oh, then why are you tearing it down?
Change is difficult for people, but you should know that, Jane Eyre. We would still be living in caves if people didn't push things forward. I know change is scary, but it's completely necessary.
Well, you are betraying your grandfather's legacy.
Let's just talk about what's really going on here. See, I think you're afraid that your cushy job is going to change, so you've turned this into a crusade.
Oh, see, that is just wrong.
You know, you're half as clever as you think you are.
Still twice as clever as you.
My goodness. Tony, darling, who are you quarreling with?
Oh, that's Cheri, the librarian. She's waged war on me.
On you? Tony, that's absurd.
I've never met anybody so stubborn. See, she's upset with me because I've entered into this Christmas tree decorating contest.
You're decorating? Well, that's...
No. It's nothing like what you do.
Oh, you flatter me. You are such a gentleman. You know what? I'd be delighted.
You're gonna decorate a Christmas tree? Isn't that beneath you? Don't you have a reputation to uphold?
My reputation is built on making people happy. Making you happy.
How much would this cost me?
Let's negotiate. Over lunch?
Okay. Hi, Charlie.
Tony. I need you to have a security crew on standby.
Why?
I've moved up the demolition date. It's December 26th now. I want you to be prepared to empty the building out of anything that could be left behind.
What? Why? That's a week and a half ahead of schedule. It's going to screw everything up.
The publicity machine will be down for the holidays. Everybody will be drinking eggnog and singing carols.
The library will be dust before their New Year's hangovers wear off.
Then we've avoided any negative press.
The supreme art of war
is to subdue your enemy without fighting.
Charlie.
You're not getting nostalgic on me, are you?
You know what nostalgia is? It's just a fondness for the past.
It's as dead as the words on the pages in those books.
And the library is just a graveyard for those words. We're building for the future. For the living. Don't forget that.
Who is it?
Tony Shaughnessy.
Hi. Don't worry. I come in peace.
Were you hoping I was asleep so you could smother me with a pillow?
Maybe. I was just thinking about what you said, and I would like you to know that I am not betraying my grandfather's legacy.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even said that. I was upset. I was totally out of line.
No. This is my fault. See, this is my fault for suggesting that you have an ulterior motive for holding the contest.
You're right. I do. Coffee truce?
Sure. Sure.
I'll put a pot on.
You know, it's weird. It's like, this is my home, but still I feel like I don't know it at all. That's the trouble with boarding school. I was really envious of all you guys.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because you could do whatever you wanted to do. You could study whatever you wanted to study. You could go wherever you wanted to go.
It wasn't quite as carefree as all that.
But it was compared to me. I was born into the family business. My grandfather stapled an application to Harvard Business School to my crib.
Wait, you didn't want to go into the family business?
Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know.
Come on, you're such a huge success.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your definition of success?
I don't know. I guess living your passion every day and helping other people and enjoying life.
Wow. You are a little bit of a Pollyanna. I'm sorry, but, you know. What about that thing? It's called money.
Do what you love and the money will follow. I've always believed that successful people attract money. I mean, it's not money that makes you a success.
It's really sweet.
Why? What's your idea of success?
Well, money. What did you expect me to say? I'm a Shaughnessy. We have a bottom line to uphold. We have a reputation to keep. Nothing but first class all the way.
Well, you have a lot of money, so you must be very happy.
Don't you think I'm happy?
Why do you care what I think?
I should go. Thank you for the coffee. So, if I need to talk to you, if I have any questions about the contest, I'll call you at the library.
Yeah, yeah, you should do that.
Okay. I'll see myself out.
Great. Do that.
Excuse me. Can you tell me where the top of the tree is? Isn't she beautiful?
She's amazing. Fairy tale Christmas tree.
Close. Fantasy. It's my favorite kind of story. I figure I can make a couple of dozen of these by Christmas.
So much detail.
Yeah. Would it be cheating if I asked some of our patrons to help me?
No, not at all. We're not really a part of the competition.
Great. Put me down for one fantasy tree.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't figured out your theme yet?
No, not yet. I'm still searching.
Do you see the irony in this?
I'll get it. I just need to be inspired by something. I have a feeling the library will help.
How are the others doing?
Mac, our janitor and wannabe chef, is doing a Christmas foods treat. He's researching vintage recipes.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Sure, man.
Ever had calf's foot jelly?
What's that?
You take a couple of calf's feet, boil them down. Jelly.
No, I've never had calf's foot jelly. What on earth are you reading?
Victorian cookbook for the holidays. Thinking of trying out a couple of recipes. How do brains balls sound to you?
Sounds like Hannibal Lecter's your mentor.
What about broiled kidneys? Snits and nap, pigeon compote?
Okay, stop. Please.
How about some bubble and squeak? Jellied bouillon and mutton sausage. Come on.
You know, maybe stick with desserts.
Yeah. I guess Victorians had stronger stomachs.
Yeah.
Look at that. Candy duck foot web. Huh. Like potato chips.
Deirdre and Artie, they have the technology but no theme.
But it's state-of-the-art technology.
Technology can only help us express the theme we choose. It is not a theme in itself.
The lights are cool.
Yeah, but what does it mean? I mean, behind every great creation is a purpose.
Last year, I put up a tree in here using all light-emitting diodes. I didn't even use a real tree at all.
We have to use a tree. It's one of the rules.
I know, I'm just saying it's superfluous. I could do it without one.
Not the point. The tree is the palette for our vision.
So no lights?
Lights are in. We need a theme. What did you learn at the library?
Electronics and computer science.
Oh, and we're back at square one.
How about you?
People. I mean, I'm new to the city, so volunteering at the library helped me to meet new friends.
Ellie? Someone like you, I can't believe you'd have any problem. I think people would fall over themselves to meet you.
Well, I wanted to meet people who care about things. And people who are curious enough about the world around them that they'll spend time getting off their butts and learning stuff.
And have you met the right kind of people there?
Yes. I've met all sorts of wonderful people there.
Martinsons don't have a theme listed.
No, I know. I was actually surprised that they even signed up. I feel like every time I see them, they're all busy and stressed out and rushing off somewhere.
Courier and Ives.
Too old-fashioned. Star Wars.
What does that have to do with the library? Come on.
We borrowed the DVDs from the library.
Then what does that have to do with Christmas?
The theme is what the library means to us?
Okay, we take movies out all the time, so movie themes are a possibility. All right, romance, sugar plums, and mistletoe.
A vampire Christmas.
Yeah, fresh blanket of snow.
Werewolves and garlands.
And those little twinkle lights.
A blood red moon.
Okay, once again, you're not listening to me. Can you please take this seriously?
The only reason I agreed to read the Twilight series with you is because we got the book for free.
No werewolves, no vampires.
Well, you come up with some ideas. Courier and Ives have been around for more than a century.
It's a classic.
Well, it's also boring. We need something new, something fresh.
Oh, like vampires and werewolves. Come on.
Well, at least it's popular. Well, tell me your ideas then.
I'm gonna think of something.
Where are you going?
Somewhere quiet.
What?
I'm trying to read.
That's your temper. That's you.
What's His Royal Highness's name?
Okay, so everybody loves what you do with my loft. This time, I want you to do the same thing, except with the tree.
Okay, wait. I need to know what you want this tree to say.
What I want it to say, hey, look at me, I just won first prize.
Is there a theme?
Sure. Listen, this whole contest was dreamed up by this children's librarian in order to get my grandmother to be more emotional about the library. We need to make her equally as emotional, but keep her on our side. We need to show her that we respect her values, but that the world's changing, and we need to keep up with it.
The same librarian you had a shouting match with?
Yes. She's very passionate.
So you want old with new?
That sounds great.
Maybe antique ornaments combined with contemporary effects.
I love it.
Let's brainstorm over dinner.
Just make this the most amazing Christmas tree in the history of Christmas trees, all right? This should be enough to get started. You let me know if you need any more.
This is going to be quite the tree.
Yeah.
Do you have a judge?
No. But I have an idea.
So, you excited about the contest?
I think maybe it's just gonna be Artie's tree.
What's wrong?
Oh, well, we keep disagreeing. I want one thing, he wants another.
Oh, you're gonna work it out.
We're pretty far apart.
Hey, take a deep breath, start over. Christmas is about bringing people together, not driving them apart.
I guess.
Believe me, I'm right.
I'm tempted.
We would be so honored if you would judge.
But it's just, it's difficult. I don't get around anymore.
We could make it super easy for you. We would pick you up and drop you off, and it'll only take an hour.
It would mean so much to everyone. I mean, you're the first lady of this neighborhood. Your neighbors would love the opportunity to spend your last Christmas in New York with you.
Well, it would be a wonderful send-off.
So you'll do it?
Oh, dear. I know to you the library is the future.
I'm so sorry that I dragged you into the middle of this battle between me and Tony. But I am not giving up.
What's that you're playing with?
Oh, it's St. Anthony. My father gave it to me. He's the patron saint of lost things. I guess my dad assumed one day I'd lose my mind.
He's also the patron saint of miracles.
Well, I sure could use a miracle right now.
Well, maybe all things are not lost to time. Well, you've really got my Tony all sparked up. I've never seen another lady do that to him before. He reminds me of Teddy and I in our early days.
Well, Tony and I aren't exactly a love story. It's more like a Stephen King novel.
I had the same gumption that you have. That's how I got Teddy to fall in love with me. I'll do it.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's gonna be perfect. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Mac, hi.
Hey. You got a second?
Of course. Yeah, sit down.
The whole threat of losing this place is, kind of got me thinking.
It's got us all racing around senseless.
It's kind of funny, I came to New York years ago to follow my dream.
What's your dream?
I don't laugh. To be a chef.
Why would I laugh at that?
I started out as a dishwasher, which led to another job as a dishwasher, which eventually led to a washer of a whole building. And just like that, 20 years passed me by.
I'm so sorry.
It's good. This place has been good to me. Maybe the threat of losing it is the kick in the pants I need.
Are you thinking about going back to school?
No. I'm thinking of a food truck. A sandwich truck, to be more specific. And during the holidays, I could serve cranberry and turkey paninis. For the vegetarians out there, mashed potato and gravy sandwiches.
mashed potato and gravy sandwich. I think you're onto something there. It could be the Christmas dinner truck.
Christmas dinner all year round? Christmas dinner. That's great.
I love it.
Thank you.
I've got it.
I thought I had it.
We can use light as a raw expression of hope and of creation and of Christmas.
What are you talking about?
Light. Sunlight. Without the sun, we'd have nothing. I mean, everything would just be... It's science leading to technology. This is what you wanted all along.
I just really thought that the lights looked cool.
Are we,
I think we're stuck.
We're stuck?
Yeah.
Yes, hello, hi. We appear to be stuck in the elevator. Yes, that's the address. No, we're fine. We're all fine in here. Just please send someone immediately. Yes, immediately. Thank you.
It's not a big deal.
What? No, I know. It's fine. We're gonna be fine.
It's got all sorts of automatic locks and brakes, so we're not gonna fall.
Yeah, I know. I was involved in refurbishing the building, so I hired the elevator installer, and he seemed like he knew what he's doing. He seemed like a guy who passed all the tests and stuff, so I think it's gonna be
Are you claustrophobic?
Is it hot in here? I feel like
Hey.
What?
Just relax.
No, I'm fine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Keep breathing.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much anxiety are you feeling right now?
I think it's about it's about a 10.
Okay. Hey, follow my fingers with your eyes, okay?
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just focus on the movement.
Yeah.
Keep breathing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, where are you now?
Amazingly, about 3. Look at that. Thanks. Hey, that was great. Thank you for doing that. Whatever that was.
EMDR. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. The movement helps to break you from a traumatic experience. It helps with anxiety.
Interesting. Where'd you learn that? Wait, don't tell me. The library.
Not all of us can afford a world-class education.
Yeah, well, I paid my way through college doing the construction work every summer, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've got some shelves upstairs that I need to put up.
You've got shelves? Well, sure. Consider it done.
You're gonna come up to my apartment and put up shelves.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. I'm gonna take the stairs, so.
Oh. Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, this is exciting. Now,
Yeah.
everything in each one of these units is going to be completely state-of-the-art. We're putting washer dryers in each one of them.
Sounds wonderful.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how things have changed. My first apartment, everybody on the floor had to use the same bathroom.
Really? Well, not in these. Each one of these is going to have at least 2 full bathrooms. I mean, they're going to be beautiful. They're going to be just beautiful.
You remind me so much of your grandfather.
Hey, you don't think he'd be upset that I'm tearing down the library, do you?
I haven't been back to the library since he died. I was afraid it would be too painful. He'd be so proud of you.
You think so?
Oh, yes, because you're going after what you want. He'd appreciate that. Yes, he loved you very much. But so did your father. No, I know. You don't like talking about him.
There's nothing to talk about. He left. I barely remember him.
See, your grandfather was a great man. And he was determined that his children and his children's children would not live in poverty.
Yes. He had a great work ethic, and he passed it on to his family.
Do you remember him spending time with you?
Well, he worked hard for his family.
Tony, if you're running from the past and looking to the future, doesn't leave much room for the present. Your father, he was a sweet, wonderful, loving man who could not stand up to your grandfather. Ted dominated him. He forced him into the business, pushed him into achieving what he had achieved. And then when your mother died, it was just too much for him.
Shouldn't have left me.
Hey.
Hi.
A couple more trees out. Starting to feel like a real forest ranger.
Join me.
Thanks. Cool. Oh. Hans Christian Andersen.
Research for my tree. But his stories are wonderful.
Did you know he visited Dickens in London?
No.
Yeah, he was supposed to stay for 3 days. He ends up staying for 6 weeks. In the end, the family would wake up at dawn every day, escape out the back door so they wouldn't have to entertain him.
Where did you hear this?
It's in some Dickens biography I read.
Do you read a lot of biographies?
Read whatever I can get my hands on. It's one of the perks of working here. You know, I get to see all the new stuff as it comes out, and I grab it right away.
Would you know anything about fantasy?
It's not really my strong suit, but some, yeah.
Maybe you could give me a hand.
Really? Yeah.
You look exhausted.
Yeah, I'm having the worst day. Where's Emily?
Oh, she's studying with Cheri. It's a program where good readers pair up with kids who need help.
Is she reading Emily's Skyworld Adventures again?
Is there any other book?
Okay, what are we gonna do about this whole Christmas tree decoration contest? I mean, do you think we should withdraw?
We haven't even started yet.
You don't have time. I don't have time. I mean, we don't even have a theme.
I definitely don't have time. You're right. We should probably back out.
Hey, Mac.
Hey.
What are you doing here so late?
Oh, it's better than staying at home in the apartment alone, you know? What about you? Late night?
Still looking for inspiration.
Oh, still no theme, huh?
Nope. I was going stir crazy sitting in my apartment. Thought maybe a change of scene might help.
Well, a library's hardly a change of scenery. You practically live here. And here's a thought. Why don't you go home? Get some rest, get a good night's sleep, and something will come to you before you know it.
You know what? You're right. Maybe I can dream something up. Shamrock. 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 It's perfect. Why didn't I think of this before? Mac. Oh, you are a lifesaver. Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you.
Lifesaver. That's pretty cool.
I found it. Check it out. Ireland. Irish.
Huh, like a certain matriarch. Very clever. Or is it sneaky?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay, I'll admit, at first I was like, cut to the chase, just give Mrs. Shaughnessy what she wants. But then I started researching and look at this. Christmas is huge there. Folk art, carols, ceremonies, trees.
How can you possibly create a tree out of this in 2 weeks?
Why not?
Woven from oak straw, each elaborate decoration takes several days to create. You still need to learn how to weave.
Well, I'm not going to make the ornaments. I'll find them. It's New York. You can get anything here.
Yes, we can, but it usually comes with a price tag. How are you going to pay?
I'll beg. I'll tell the owner that it's going to help save the library. I'll wheedle. I'm an excellent wheedler.
You are that.
Where are you going?
I'm taking Emily to a reading class at the library.
I think we made a mistake.
The tree?
Yeah.
Sweetheart, go get your mittens.
Emily's been moping around ever since we told her. Look, we may not have enough time to do all of the things that we want to do, or even enough time to do half of the things that we have to do. But Emily loves that library. And more importantly, we met there. It's where we fell in love. Cheri's right. We can't give up. We have to at least try.
You're an amazing man. I love you.
I love you.
Emily, guess who is back in the Christmas tree decoration business?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't wait to tell Cheri. We gotta go before I'm late.
Emily loves that place. Everything about it.
You know what? Maybe that's the theme.
Huh?
You know, childhood, children, fairy tales. You know, everything that is child-related. Okay, I'm gonna go get some books while Emily's in her class.
I can already think of a dozen ways we can go with this.
Yeah?
Maybe toys?
Yes, yes.
Emily's already outgrown a bunch of her own toys, and maybe her play buddies can lend us some of theirs. We can donate them to the toy drive at the end of the night.
Okay, great. Put a sticky on anything that is even remotely interesting. This just might work.
I think it will.
Okay.
Hey, Bet, I'm going to be a little late. There's somewhere I need to stop by on the way.
Did you find the ornaments for your tree?
I think so. I found this amazing book about Irish crystal at the library. There's a shop I want to check out.
Excellent. Good luck, Cheri.
Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping that seeing a tree decorated with memories of her life in Ireland will help her remember her heritage and everything that her husband created.
I knew him, you know.
Mr. Shaughnessy?
Mm-hmm. They both were in my civics class. We had to take it to become citizens. Teddy had a vision, and he never let anybody stand in the way of it.
It runs in the family.
Are you a friend of the family?
More like a foe. Tony and I know each other.
Oh, that poor boy. Did you know that his father abandoned the family shortly after his wife died?
I didn't know that. I knew Tony was raised by his grandparents, but I wasn't sure why.
They kept things very quiet. I don't think anybody knows what really happened. I do know it was terribly hard on Rosaline. Ted could always jump back into his business, which he did. Sometimes when a man is determined to accomplish something big, the family pays for it.
It's ironic that his grandson's the one tearing it all down. Do you think you could help us? I really need to impress Mrs. Shaughnessy.
Come with me.
Irish crystal. Most of it from before the war.
So beautiful. All looks so expensive.
Oh, they are. I can let you borrow them for the one night to save the library.
Really? That's wonderful.
Just don't tell my son. He's very much into, what does he call it? Oh, the bottom line.
How about I come by with some volunteers on Christmas Eve and pick it all up? But until then, not a word. Oh, I don't suppose there's any chance that it would all be sold by Christmas.
Oh, no. We sell 4, maybe 5 pieces a year. Teddy would want this. I feel it in my heart.
Coming.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this a bad time?
Bad time?
You know, for shelf building.
I didn't think you were serious.
Well, why wouldn't I be? I'm very, very serious about these kinds of things.
Oh, okay. Well, then please come in.
Thank you. So this is it, huh?
Yeah. You really don't have to do this. I was just joking.
Hey, listen, I have you down in my calendar for shelf building, and if you cancel without 24 hours notice, I'm going to be forced to charge you for a service call. That's just how it works. It's policy.
Okay, well, if you insist. Can I at least get you a glass of wine?
Yes. Yes, you may.
You really are good at this.
Why is that funny to you? I told you I did construction for years. I specialized in shelves.
Wow. Well, you have a gift.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It's more of a hobby.
I don't know. It's very professional looking.
Okay.
Maybe carpentry is your calling.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So what is your deal?
What?
How did you come to be a librarian?
Well, actually, originally I thought I was going to become a college professor, like my dad. But once I got to college, I became this voracious reader. Spent all my spare time in the library, and I decided to major in library sciences.
Library sciences is not a real thing. You just made that up.
It's a real thing.
You totally made that
No,
up.
I didn't.
Wow. What'd your dad say? Was he disappointed?
He wasn't. He was actually incredibly supportive. I think he probably would have liked it if I'd followed his path, but he was okay. I got this summer job as a library intern, tutoring kids and working on this literacy program. I loved it. I worked with this one first grader, Eli. He and I worked together for a week until one day he read all of The Fly Went By to me. He got to the last page and he closed that book and he hugged it to himself and said, "This is the best book in the whole world."
And that was it.
That was it. I found my calling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's nice that you know what you want.
Come on. You're the big hotshot success.
You keep saying that, but it's not actually true.
Yeah, but this
It
project...
has taken 4 years. It hasn't made a dime for my company.
I thought
No.
you were...
No, I'm just a humble employee. Until the deal closes. Then I'll be less humble.
Well, I believe you can do anything you put your mind to.
Takes one to know one. You know, just because I didn't spend a lot of time growing up here doesn't mean I don't care about the neighborhood.
Yeah, but it does mean you don't know much about it.
No, that's not true.
Oh, come on. I've never once seen you in the library until we announced the contest. As a matter of fact, other than the lobby in this building, I don't think I've ever seen you anywhere in this neighborhood. Not at a restaurant or in a store. I've never seen you at the park.
Okay, but you do know that I work very long hours.
I think the only reason you signed up for this contest is because it's what your grandfather would have done. I think when you get a vision, you don't let anyone stand in your way.
I'm fascinated. Why don't you tell me more about myself?
The library was your grandfather's greatest achievement. I think deep down you probably resent it because you don't think you'll ever be able to achieve anything that beautiful. Your grandfather pushed you to do big things, but I don't think you think you'll be able to do it.
You seem to have me all figured out.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
that
great.
was way out of line.
It's
I shouldn't have said that. That was really...
No, it's okay. It's good to get these things out in the open. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your shelves.
Thank you. They're perfect. Look, I'm really sorry that things are the way they are.
It's inevitable, given the circumstances. Good night.
Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2,
3. Wow. You're brilliant.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I just got carried away by the tree.
No, nothing to apologize for, believe me. Hey, remember how you were talking about meeting friends at the library? Well, maybe you're right. I mean, I met you there.
That's right.
And I think of you as a friend.
Just a friend.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
No, it's fine. It's my mistake. Why do I always do this? I feel so stupid. I have to go.
No, please, wait.
It's okay. I get it.
No, you don't. Look, electronics and computers, I understand. Okay, I can build an Apache H-based open source database built on top of an HDFS in 1 hour. Okay, I can switch out your magnetic hard drive with a solid state system with RAM drive SSS faster than you can change your pantyhose, but I don't know how to talk to you.
You are talking to me.
I don't even know what happened. Everything suddenly changed, just like that.
Well, you can't expect things to be normal between you. You're at opposite ends of a battlefield.
But we were doing all right. I mean, everything was actually nice. He's nice.
Considering he wants to tear down this building.
I know, but still.
You're not smitten, are you?
No.
Because you sound smitten.
I don't even know what it means to be smitten.
It means you had a nice evening with a man who might destroy everything you treasure. And even though you parted on bad terms, you are still getting wistful when you think about him. You are, aren't you?
Not smitten.
It's written all over your face. You know it's impossible, don't you?
Of course.
One of you has to lose, Cheri. If the library stays open, he will never talk to you again. And if he wins, believe me, you will despise him when you see this building being demolished.
You're right. I mean, of course, you're right. But, I don't even want to see him again, so it's fine.
Well, that's smart of you. Stay focused on saving the library. The heart can complicate things.
Totally focused. I mean, Tony and I may be friendly, but I love this library.
I'm looking for a specialty item.
It's the 24th at 5 o'clock. I think it would make a wonderful photo op or video op or news op or whatever you call them.
Terrific. Okay, we will see you then. Channel 8 is going to cover the contest.
Fantastic. 3 days from now, and the whole city will see what we do here.
Well, I only need one person to see.
Don't hold your breath.
At least I got Mrs. Shaughnessy to judge the contest.
Yes. But let's not forget, Tony Shaughnessy is the jerk who is the source of this problem.
He's not a jerk. He just needs to see how wrong he is about this place. And hopefully Christmas Eve will help with that.
It's going to take a miracle.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I have desk duty. We'll chat later, okay?
I was just about to call you. I'm afraid there's a big problem.
What?
My son has sold all the crystal and the antique ornaments. A woman came in and just bought everything.
How is that possible?
She is a very well-known designer. But to buy that much crystal, I've never seen such a thing. And the antique ornaments on top of it, it makes no sense.
Is there any way you could stall her until after the contest?
She's taken all of it already.
What's her name? Maybe I could speak with her.
Cordelia.
With no last name?
That's right. She never gave us a last name.
I know her. Thank you, Mrs. O'Hanlon. We tried.
Well, what are you going to do about your tree, dear?
Tony, it's Cheri.
What is this, a raid?
Who's decorating your tree?
Why? Some rule that says I have to decorate my own tree? I told you I leave things to professionals.
Who's the professional tree decorator?
Cordelia, the woman who did my apartment, remember?
Wow, you really will do anything to win, won't you?
What's wrong with that?
You really don't have any idea.
No, enlighten me.
You had her spy on me, steal my idea, and everything I've worked hard for.
Spy on you? I don't know what you're talking about. I wrote her a check and asked her to design me a tree.
Yeah, well, with that one signature, you and Cordelia killed all my hopes and dreams. You really don't care about anyone but yourself, do you? You know, I knew this was going to be a battle, but I thought at least you'd have the decency to fight fair.
Fight fair? What do you call recruiting my grandmother to judge your stupid contest? You call that fighting fair?
Her name's on the building, too.
Cheri, this is over.
No, it's not. I invited the press on Christmas Eve. The people want and need this library, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to expose you as the Scrooge that you are.
Excuse me?
You are nothing like your grandfather. He built things. You just destroy them.
Okay. You know, you can chain yourself to the door if it makes you feel better, but I'm still tearing it down. I've worked too long and hard on this deal to let some librarian stop me from creating my legacy. So why don't you get your calling somewhere else? It's not going to be on my future.
When you're wrong, you are really wrong.
No, I totally understand. We can just play it by ear. Okay, bye.
What is it? It was the Channel 8 news producer. They're gonna try to make it, but we're competing for coverage with a major snowstorm that's coming our way.
That's terrible.
I guess.
What else is wrong?
I got into this huge fight with Tony. We said some truly terrible things to each other.
So you do care about him?
I don't even know what I feel. I mean, one minute I want to wring his stupid neck, and the next...
You want to give him a mad, passionate kiss and rip his clothes off. Or
Something like that. That wasn't quite how I was going to put it, but that's the general idea.
Honey.
It doesn't even matter, though. I mean, he hates my guts. Just everything is just spiraling out of control. Now this stupid snowstorm is coming, and I mean, I don't even know what to do. Tony's right. It's all over.
Cheri, this was not all for nothing. I mean, just look at what you've done. People have come together just to decorate our trees, and they are loving every minute of it.
If this doesn't work, all those happy people lose their library.
Well, then we still have some great memories. And this Christmas, these trees, they're gonna top the list.
Still won't save the library. And I don't know what else I can do.
Have some faith, Cheri. That's what Christmas is all about.
Hey, could you print me up a list of all the kids in our reading programs and their parents' phone numbers?
I guess so. Is this for the contest? Is it still on?
I don't care if they're predicting 100 feet of snow. I'm not canceling.
What changed your mind?
I decided to take the advice of an angel. And hurry up with that list. I've only got 2 days to get this done.
Get what done? Cheri, get what done?
There's no such thing as a child who can fly, or is there? Emily asked her mom every minute of every day of every week, but why can't I fly? Perhaps if you try, you may learn to fly. So off Emily went. Every minute of every day of every week, she would run and jump and flap her arms. What's up, Miss Jamison?
Sorry to interrupt, guys. Emily, I have a huge favor I need to ask you.
Of course. That's what Christmas is all about.
Don't you ever forget that. Okay, here it is. Maybe you can come by my office later. We can practice together. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later.
Hey.
Hi, Mac.
Not nervous, are you?
No, little. Yes, I am.
Hey, don't forget, employees aren't part of the competition.
I know that. I know that. It's just, this is a big deal. You know, everyone has worked so hard, and I just don't think my tree is decorated enough. I mean, what if my lack of ornaments cost us the library? I mean, she might think that the head librarian has no imagination.
That's ridiculous. Will these help?
Oh, they're exquisite. Where on earth did you get them?
I scored them from an old pawn shop in the neighborhood. They're for you.
For me? Why?
Because in my fantasy land, you're the queen. Maybe we should put them on before it's too late.
Put them
right?
on the front. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where should we put her?
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Up above?
Yeah.
Okay.
welcome to the first annual 12 Trees of Christmas contest.
Please welcome our guest judge, Tony Shaughnessy.
I love fantasy stories. I always have. They were brought me to the library when I was a little girl.
And do you believe that fantasies come true?
Sometimes reality can pleasantly surprise you.
We started coming here before our daughter was born.
So we learned about childcare and raising children.
Since then, the library's been an important part of her upbringing.
So our tree represents childhood. Christmas as seen through the eyes of a child.
Oh, my goodness.
I developed my interests in electronics and digital equipment in the library. I wouldn't have the job I do today if it wasn't for what I learned from being here.
I've gotten so many things from the library, but I think of them all, the one I treasure the most is love.
All right, there we go. Just like we had in Galway.
Would you like to say something about your tree?
I would. This tree reflects the rich Christmas tradition of Ireland, incorporating traditional ornaments with an element of Irish crystal.
My tree is about heritage. It's about the importance of remembering where you're from. No matter where you start, it does not determine where you will go. It's about having the courage to make the right decisions and to be fearless. It's about listening to your calling, following your path to create a foundation of happiness for the younger generation to flourish.
That's what we've always wanted for you, to be happy. You've become the man that I've always dreamed that you'd be. Your father and your grandfather would be so proud of you as I am now. Oh.
I love you, Nana.
That's a victory. You can thank me later.
You've really outdone yourself. And not in a good way.
You wanted to win, and I think we just did.
Not by sabotaging someone's entry, come on.
You told me what you wanted. I went out and got it, just like I always do. And I used a little finesse to make sure we won.
I never told you to cheat. What you've done here is going to cost me more than this contest. Your services are no longer required, I'm sorry.
Tony, there's more between us than just decorating. And you know that.
Go home, Cordelia.
I started out wanting to make my tree a reflection of my love of art, which I learned here at the library. And then I decided to focus on Irish art. Unfortunately, I hit a roadblock. But while I was researching Irish art, I discovered there's an entirely different aspect of it that I could focus on. And that's what I want to do now. These children are all a part of our literacy program. They started out as reluctant readers, and now they're enthusiastic and proficient ones. And right at the top is Emily. And she has prepared a special carol for tonight.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. And who was in those ships, all 3, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? And who was in those ships, all 3, on Christmas Day in the morning? Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day in the morning. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day in the morning, on Christmas Day in the morning.
I saw 3 ships. Haven't heard that song in years. We used to sing it on Christmas Eve in Galway.
It's all right, Nana.
Tony, it's not. I wish I could just wave a wand around and make everything all right.
I think I can make everything all right. Charles, the foundation is going to renew the lease with the library with the city.
No, Tony. You'll give up too much.
I realized just now what I'd be losing if this project goes through. The library stays.
After seeing this place firsthand, I think you'd be crazy to tear it down. We'll find another option.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I hope you never forget this Christmas. I know I won't.
I don't think any of us will.
Thank you for the best Christmas gift I've ever received.
You know what? We could do a lot with this place.
Yes, we could.
It really was the perfect night.
I'm glad everything worked out the way it did.
Me too. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.